All right. Welcome back, everybody, to another Pose and Play. And we are taking a look at the recently re-released Sauron Build-A-Figure that came in the Savage Land Marvel Snap Comic-Con exclusive 3-pack from Marvel Legends. So let's take a look at this bad boy. This is a reissue of the BAF. I did not have this BAF, and I was actually looking into picking up. It's pretty reasonably priced, so it was in my like to buy. But with the 3-pack, why not get the Rogi that everyone wanted, and this She-Ra character, that goes with your He-Man character from Marvel Legends. But yeah, looking at this figure, dude, really cool. Love how big the wings are. Let's get those posed out. You can really extend them all the way up. And they're going to be out of frame right here. Yippee! Oh, that fell right out. Let's put that back in. Alright, and then get that all posed up. It's like, I mean, it is huge, right? We're getting some big wings there. I'll zoom out just a little bit so you guys can see it. But just huge character. So we'll zoom back in. Yeah, he's got really massive wings. Sorry, there we go. Just massive wings. Cool little skirt piece. Great gradients from green to the darker green. You get a bendy wire tail.
Let's fix that.
Alright, and we're back. So just, again, like I was saying, massive figure. You get these big old wings. They look really cool, and you get this like cool shine to them. You get these little holes in them. Let's bring them down so we're not knocking anything over. And then you got this bendy wire tail that's fun and articulated. It can go up and down, up and down. Love it. Double knees, double elbows. Bottom is pinless. Top single pinned there. So I guess not double elbows, but you do get more than 90 on that. So really fun there. And the only accessory you get, I guess, that goes specifically to Sauron is his Hypno eyes. These are fun. You just kind of pop them in to the nostril. So just make sure that the the painted side is up, and then you can put them into the nostril like so. And they stay pretty good, right? Let's get a look at that. And he has those cool eyes. I'm gonna crack this guy down onto his knees here real quick, so we all can look at him better. But yeah, so he has those like Hypno eyes painted into the actual eyeballs, and he can have this effect as well. And it stays on there. It's just through the nostril holes. It's a little bit of a clip. I think it's really smart, and you just can pull it off. Really easy to put on, and it stays on. It stays on better than this wing does. Oh, whoops. All right, so there you go. There's the only accessory. I love it. If you got the other Sauron, you can get the other head on here, but you also get articulated jaw, dude. Gotta love that. And this neck is articulated too, so you can really get him back into some fun flying poses. Now, this is pose and play, so let's go ahead and pose this guy out. Let's create a nice little pterodactyl kind of flying, right? We got Petrie's dad right here coming around. Petrie! Oh, no!
You got nice flathead.
Petrie no like. So you can get him flying pretty good. Get a little flight stand down here. Get his mouth opened up, right? There we go. Let's see if we can focus for you guys. All right, what's not to love there? I love this. This is great. Really cool figure, man. And again, nice and big. You gotta love that. So let's get into some posing and playing. First up here, oh my goodness, the swing. Let's try and get him into a more standing, relaxed pose. Like he's just caught something and he's a little curious about something. Let's bring that arm a little bit down here. We'll get a nice little side profile. And he's thinking what to do with the people he's just caught. Ooh, I love how that stays there. That's great. Pose him up a little bit down here. I think I'm going to move this wing. Holy smoke, man. This wing is giving me some trouble today. This is as far back as it's going to go. Here we go. Open up his mouth just a little bit to create some type of story. And there we go. Here he is thinking, got him drinking. I like this. With the tail, it adds like a third leg, so it's really great for posing, just so you can have another point of contact to create some more stability, so that's fun. Alright, let's see if we can't get an action pose real quick here. With action poses, sometimes the best thing to do is just look up some comic covers. That's my favorite way to figure out different poses and different things that you might want to do. So let's look up some comic book poses. Alright, I think I found one I like. We're going to take a look at this classic X-Men number 20. Excuse me, Sarah. We're going to take a look at this classic X-Men number 20 here, and we're going to try and pull that off. So, I might reverse it. No, we can probably pull it off. Might be a little hard. I'll be honest with that wing in the background there. We'll try. But he's got one hand up and folded, And here, his neck there. I think it's further up, showing off that wing. Let's put it further up. We got to bring his whole torso down too, which allows us to bring his neck up like that. This wing here is just going to go all the way back. Just try to hide it as much as I can back there, and I'll crunch it up so you can see there. Using that elbow to kind of just crunch him back up. Okay, and I like that his leg is coming up, like he's standing on something. We can get some rocks out if we want. I want the crunch though. I want that crunch. Let's see if we can't get any more of that. I don't think we're gonna get any more of that. Okay, and the other leg's kind of standing over here. Heck, we could probably pull this off with just a bendy wire tail too, helping us out as our other appendage. See what I'm telling you guys? That bendy wire helps so much. That tail does so much for us. You know, I wish I could get more crunch out of him, but he's just running into his abdomen here. So how can we fake that crunch? I think we put his head back maybe? No, bring his head down. Bring his head down. That'll help with the crunch. Look. And that tail further around here. Get a little more twist out of it. Forward a bit. Put up his legs, maybe. There we go. We're turning that tail. Creating that. Maybe you can get a little rock here, a little something to kind of have him posed up. But this arm is kind of more angular. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I think we did a pretty good job. Best we can with that. At least best I can. Sorry, best I can. And let's see if we can't do a more dynamic pose. This is fun. You get a little rock here. You get some X-Men around him. You know, they're fighting him. And they're talking with him, trying to figure out what's going on. But yeah, let's see maybe if we can't do... Oh, another cool thing you can do too is looking up statues. It's like looking up Iron Studios X-Men stuff. Dude, those things are sick. And you just kind of take that pose. So here I have I guess this is part of the X-Mansion War from Iron Studios. But this looks cool, dude. So we're going to drop this leg, bring this one all the way up, try to bend that as much as we can, and up. And this leg's coming over here, so we're going to turn this foot this way to kind of create that effect. Like he's taking off. You know, this would need a stand, of course. But I do like how his wings are splayed out here, dude. Really showcasing those bat-like wings. So let's see if we can't pull them up a little more. Make sure your hinge is facing forward on that. There goes the wing. Where's the hinge on this? Holy smokes. Oh my god, it's all the way back there. Alright, sorry. We gotta rotate that fully. So we're gonna try and pull those back. You know what? It might be better this way. Pull those back. You can get more articulation backwards if you flip that hinge on the shoulder. See? And if you don't, this is how much you would have. Flipped, not flipped. Flip that bad boy. You're not gonna need all of it, but you can use a lot of it. This will probably be more than the frame. And let's tilt that head, give him some attitude, dude. Needs attitude adjustment.
Lil' bruh need an attitude adjustment.
This up here. Come on, stay up there. Get a little ratchet. This over here. I like it, dude. I'm telling you, Iron Studios, those guys are artists over there, man. You gotta trust that. And we'll just kind of throw his tail to kind of fill this space right here up. And, alright, we'll zoom out a little bit more. There we go. Now that's a fun pose. There's no way I would be able to stand this. Should we try? Holy crap. Well, we could use the tail. Let's flip the tail the other way. Let's get a lower curve on it. If we pull this off, that'd be so cool. Oh man, it wants to. It wants to. It might have to be more straight up. Oh, she wants to. Come on, Sauron. Come on. Like it's just right in between the sweet spot. I'm gonna open this wing up more too. Get the full effect. You see? I'm telling you, we can do this. Just slight adjustments. That's all we need. We can do this. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. That one might too much. Man, it's right in between these 2 points here. I cannot find it. I don't think I can find it. Come on. Just a little bit longer. It's just so much for that ankle to hold up. You know, the tail is putting in some work, but it's just not enough. Might have messed it up now. We can do this. We can do it. We're going to keep trying. I know. Stay with me, friends. We got this. This is, playing some Dark Souls. We almost had it. We had it there for a second. Not bad, dude. I do like this pose, though. I think this is great. Pose to kind of show off Sauron's flight ability. Dude, we did it.
Oh, yeah!
Holy smokes, we did it. This is live. I didn't freeze it. I did not freeze it. Yeah, no, I like that. Give it a little bit of head tilt. Looks great, dude. Big old wings in there. All right, friends. We'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Let's go ahead and talk our play verdict for Sauron. Holy smokes, dude. I mean, we went for a really tricky pose at that last one. But a lot of fun. I think a lot of fun on this off this figure. Here, let's get him posed so he's not just on the floor. Let's put some respect on Sauron. We don't want him just on the floor. Come on. We play with our toys. We have fun, and we respect them. Just joking. Let's see here. Tail over here. Tail's doing all the work on that one. You can tell. There we go. You know, since his head's or his body's tilting that way, I think it'd be fun to tilt the head this way, making him look even more crooked. There we go. All right, we'll leave him there. That's okay. We're talking our play verdict. Play verdict for Sauron. Again, a lot of fun to play with. And he's got some great paint apps. But I mean, I wouldn't just display him. I would, you know, but I don't know. His wings were kind of popping off all the time. It was kind of a hassle there. You know what? I'm gonna give this a wobble trouble. Wobble trouble. It's just there's just some things that are kind of loose on him, a little shaky. It's an older mold. I get it, but you know, it's just a little tightness, and it was kind of falling over on me a lot. You do have that extra appendage with the tail to kind of help him pose out. So it's not like huge trouble, just a little bit there. Those wings are popping off on me, man. And my head is pretty loose, I'll be honest. Like I'm not even using a lot of force here, and you can move a lot of that. So I'm going to give it a wobble trouble. Let us know down below your play verdict. And as always, friends, keep collecting, keep playing, and may the action figure gods smile upon you. Peace.